All right, good morning. What is up? Gotta turn this thing on. And yeah, hope you guys are all doing good. Today is Tuesday, August 26th, 2025. Let's go ahead and check what news we got going on today. So, let's actually move this over here. And yeah, good morning, everyone. A lot of orange folder. Interesting. Okay, well, let's put that in the Discord. And I also need to, I'm going to get another Top Step account. So I'm going to be doing that real quick. Yeah, good morning, everyone. I'll be right back. All right. It's showing. Okay, I accidentally logged into the wrong thing here. Or maybe this is the right thing. No, might be the right thing, actually. I'm logging in real quick. Okay, it is. Hold on, I'm reading something real quick. Yeah, I'm feeling good today. Sorry, I'm just reading something. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm feeling good, feeling better. So, yeah, you know, I tried my best to get enough sleep last night, but probably got like, a little less, but than perfect, but not terrible. Wasn't terrible. So, sorry, I was just reading something because I was getting another account, but anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the charts here. Actually, let me finish this real quick. Sorry, I'm just gonna keep. Yeah, hang on. Let me finish this real quick and then. What the heck? Hang on. Sorry, I'm just looking at something real quick, guys. Okay. All right, we should be good actually. Okay. So let's go ahead and start looking at the charts, see what we got going on today. So, let me know what you guys are thinking also. Um, like I said, oh, we're gonna post news. Let's do that real quick. Yeah, I'm feeling fine. I got a decent amount of sleep. You know, obviously it's kind of hard to be perfect with how much I'm working and doing videos and stuff. It's kind of hard to be perfect with sleep, but you know what? I tried my best. I got to bed and a reasonable time, and anyway, I'm gonna keep doing better. But let's go ahead and screenshot this, and then we'll look around and see what we got going on. And as well, I'm gonna post the news, and then we'll just start recording stuff down in the journal. I mean, like the general journal I have where I take notes on everything. So, okay, let's go ahead. Put this in news today. Did I post news for the week? I never did. Okay, let's go do that real quick. Okay, I'm starting to feel a little more relaxed now because I was kind of overwhelmed when I was trying to get the new account, but I think we're good. So I want to look at this entire week as a whole. Okay, screenshot this. Yeah. And then we'll just go from the higher time frame down and look at what we got going on. And once again, let me know your guys' thoughts because, you know, I could always be wrong. And hey, Jake, how are you doing from Nairobi? Nice, man. I'm doing good, dude. I'm doing good. Just getting ready to do some pre-market analysis. We're up early, an hour before market open as usual, and we're about to start pre-market analysis. But right now I am posting news for the day and for the week because I forgot to do that yesterday. But yeah, we're about to start doing some pre-market analysis here. I'm gonna put my journal on the left side and then my chart right here. Okay. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have the S&P and YM over here, and then Nasdaq right here, and then my journal on the same screen. Okay. So we're almost ready. I'm just getting this second screen pulled up here, and then I'm gonna start just looking at everything from the higher time frame down. Once again, let me know what you guys are thinking so far for the morning. We had orange folder news at 8:30. Okay. So, higher time frame, right? So, we still have this idea where, once again, I just barely got on the chart, so take anything I'm saying with a very, what's the word? With a big grain of salt, right? I just barely got on the charts. But, well, actually now, we have a daily for value gap here, which is actually a BPR. So essentially a daily BPR here. Sorry guys, I just got on the charts, so anything I say, yeah, take with a big grain of salt. Usually the first things I say in the morning are usually stupid. So daily BPR here. I guess daily for I would call this just the daily for value gap, right? Daily for value gap. And then we have this daily BPR here. So this is a 4-hour BPR, and then this is a 4-hour, you know, for bearish for value gap. Call it SIBI, call it for value gap, doesn't really matter. So that's kind of what's going on. We're in between these two. So let's just start out with that on the higher time frame. I honestly could see us once again. I still think we could push a little further into this breaker. But in the long term, right, this kind of looks like a liquidity sweep break structure for value gap. So maybe we're about to dump, but we might sweep this high first. Once again, there's been no internal sweep here. So let's go put this in the journal vault. In between a 4-hour SIBI and a 4-hour BPR, I still think this could be a bearish 4-hour 2022 model, or no, bearish 1-hour 2022 model. But we might need to sweep the internal high first. Just a thought, right? And once again, guys, just going on the charts here. But do you know what I'm saying? Like, we have this 4-hour bearish for value gap, this 4-hour bullish for value gap. We have not had an internal sweep of liquidity yet. And now finally we've rebalanced the discount of this displacement leg here. Or at least equilibrium is what I meant to say. Well, not of that one, but of this one. And this one is the one I care about, to be honest. So yeah, we rebalanced the discount of that. Once again, just go on the charts, guys. Don't take anything I'm saying too seriously because we're just kind of looking around. So, yeah, like I was saying, 4-hour bearish for value gap, 4-hour BPR. Let's pull up the hourly chart on my other screen, see if there's any SMTs that are obvious. Oh, you know what I noticed last night is there was SMT that YM just put in with all-time highs. So YM, we just got a SMT with YM, but I kind of still think that NASDAQ could sweep this high and go higher into that 4-hour bearish for value gap. So you get what I'm saying, right? We have not had an internal sweep of liquidity yet. We have not swept this high. It's just an observation. But right, just an observation. We're just gonna screenshot that. So once again, like, I think this could end up being a, 4-hour 2022 model or a 2-hour or 1-hour one, whatever you want to call it, right? Where we swept out that high, we broke structure, And now we have a fair value gap that's around equilibrium. But there's been no real internal sweep of that high. What I mean by the 4-hour 2022 model is you can see right here, right? We sweep out this high. Right, this was previous week's. This was a old previous week's high. We sweep out that. We break this low. Right, you get what I'm saying? And then from here to here, we've rebalanced so far to premium. But what I'm saying is, see how we have not nearly come to the top of this gap yet, and we have not pushed that far into this breaker. We might need to have an internal sweep of this high. Is what I'm saying. It's a possibility. I don't know if that makes sense. Let me know if you guys understand what I'm saying. Right? Like, if this is a 2022 model, we might need to sweep this high. So we're just gathering notes still. Let me know what you guys are thinking. This is also not only a 4-hour BPR, but... Alright, wait. It must have been a daily BPR. Oh, I meant daily BPR. Whoops. And then I guess I meant daily for value gap too. So honestly, we could end up having a buy model off of this daily BPR. So yeah, this is a really nice 4-hour breaker. So definitely still considering that 4-hour breaker to be significant. Looks like we swept out that low. It's New York, it's previous day's low. We sweep out previous day's low. We might want to see if this is a 1-hour level, right? Yeah, maybe you consider this a 1-hour breaker, and then 5-minute. Yeah, kind of like that. Let's go back. Actually, let's go back to the 4-hour one. So once again, now that I'm learning about more about change state deliveries, I'm realizing this is technically a change in state. So I think this could be a drawn liquidity. This is previous day's high from 2 days ago. So if we measure out this candle, OTE, guys, I'm watching OTE. Look, OTE is resting below those equal lows. So maybe I would consider taking this as a entry at OTE, because I'd be pairing my entry with stop losses, right? And then we have just a thought. Do we have SMT at the lows at all? Not yet. So we probably need to see SMT. Oh, we actually do have SMT with YM. That is looking good. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so SMT with YM here. So we'll probably need to, if we're gonna sweep that low, we're probably gonna need to have that hold right here. So yeah, guys, I think if I might try to take this as a flow state inducement at OTE. If we come down and sweep those equal, if we hit those equal lows. That's probably what I'm gonna do. If we come down and take those equal lows and hit OTE, I'm gonna enter. And then, yeah. Just like a flow state inducement at OTE. So my sniper model, right? This is my sniper model. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. Yeah, I'm gonna try it, probably. I need to put in the risk settings on the evals here. Okay, I'm just gonna be doing this real quick. So yeah, I'm gonna probably consider taking this as a flow state inducement, right? You could even consider this um, a Phoenix model because this is a 1 hour rejection block with SMT. I don't know. I'm still thinking. I'm still thinking. Yeah, I'm still thinking. I'm not saying I'm gonna take that, but this would be a Phoenix model mini, right? Because we have a 1 hour rejection block. And there's the midpoint right there. Just a thought. And there's a couple confluences overlapping with each other. Once again, I'm just kind of laying out thoughts right now. I'm not necessarily saying I'm going to take it, but Definitely considering it. Basically I'd be taking a turtle soup. Okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm just thinking. All right. Okay, once again, I'm not necessarily saying I'm taking that. I'm just considering my options here. One thing I could consider is just obviously just not doing that at all, and we could wait for a lower time frame model off of this area. That's another option, right? That would make it a lot more precise. The issue is, I tried doing that the other day. Remember that when I was like, we just need to wait for a lower time frame entry off of this area, and that happened on the day where if we just would have entered at the, if we just entered the higher time frame trade, then it would have ended up hitting 2R, and it was just like, it was just kind of annoying. So anyway, just a thought. Let's get rid of it, everything. Yeah, let's get rid of all this. Once again, let's just keep looking around. Not necessarily saying I'm gonna take anything, or not necessarily saying I am gonna take anything or I'm not gonna take anything. We're just looking at our options. Let me make sure all my accounts are set up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. Okay. Alright. Let's keep looking around. So, yeah, I'm just going to keep collecting information. We do have bearish S&T. So let's go ahead and screenshot that, put it in the journal. And then what kind of PD array do we have right there? Maybe like a 1 hour gap or a 15-minute gap. Yeah, like kind of like a 15-minute implied gap here. So we could try this either on demo or maybe we could take it for, I don't know. But I like the I kind of like the idea of that this 1 minute change in state could hold. So I want to pair my entry with an inducement of highs. Maybe this 1 minute change in state would hold. It's just a thought, right? Once again, just putting all my notes in here. mean, it's definitely a 1 hour gap. That's for sure, right? This is for sure a 1 hour gap. And then if it's a 1 hour gap, then we can probably find a 5 minute change of state, which is right here. So this is probably the most obvious one, right? The 1 hour gap and the 5 minute change in state. Right, this is definitely an idea. Now, it almost feels too easy, though. That's the thing. I don't know. I'm suspicious. I'm suspicious of it. But you never know. Right, definitely thought. Once again, the more I record, the better, honestly, and I can sort through my thoughts. It's 7:20. We also have this 5 minute change in state. The lower one could end up holding any newly opening gaps. We got the event horizon right there. It's also kind of like a 15-minute 2022 for value gap. You know what I'm saying? Where we sweep liquidity. We got a break of structure. And then we have a fair value gap in premium of this displacement, maybe. You could maybe say this one's the fair value gap, though. But yeah, on the 5 minute, yeah, the market's getting stopped at that volume imbalance. So maybe it doesn't need to go up to the higher one. Or maybe it does, right? I'm not sure. Once again, just taking notes. I think the more notes I take, the better. So, yeah, honestly, we've had a liquidity sweep within here. I feel like once we get a convincing change state delivery below here, then maybe a retest of that could be valid. Was there SMT at that high? Well, there's SMT. There's definitely SMT here. There's definitely SMT here. Hey, what up? Good morning. Or what up, Kirk? Good morning. So once again, I'm kind of thinking like maybe if we break this low and then if it's obvious break and then we quickly retest this change in state after market open, then maybe this will deliver us lower. Recording my thoughts. I don't know, man. Just thinking. So that's a possibility. We are already kind of testing a change in state right here. So objectively, maybe this is already we're already retesting the change in state. Maybe we're gonna induce this high. Maybe we're gonna induce this high. Like this. We still have SMT there, right? Yeah, so maybe we induce the high and like this on market open. Maybe we induce this high. Just recording all my thoughts, 'cause I don't know. And this would also be OTE, right? Just, yeah, like I said, I have no idea, just thinking. So maybe like this. And then delivery off of that lower. Market opening in 2 minutes. Honestly, I could see that happening. Not necessarily gonna take it, but I'm just thinking. But it's kind of choppy. So realistically, we're probably gonna need to, you know, manipulate this range. Realistically, I feel like this is probably accumulation range here. If I'm being honest, yeah, I think doing anything within that range would be a mistake. All right, we just pushed up higher. Now we have a 5-minute breaker. I guess it's a 3-minute breaker. Man, there's no obvious change in state, but this is looking nice. Like if this was change in state off of this would have been nice. You get what I'm saying? Like if there was a low time frame change in state off of that could have been nice, but there wasn't. So now we could be looking at, okay, maybe this 5-minute change in state. We have SMT with this high now. Okay, let's get rid of this. Okay, I think I'm not gonna do anything. Yeah, we just filled this RTH gap. Yeah, if there's nothing obvious, I'm just gonna chill out. Obviously, I don't need to do anything. Kind of starting to feel like I'm giving myself analysis paralysis, which is never good. So. Yeah, we took Asia high. Good insight. Good insight, Kirk. Yeah, we're reacting off of it. Looks like these could be low resistance. Oh yeah. Oh, good insight. I'm just gonna zoom out for a second. There's a new day opening gap right here. Yeah, there's a new day opening gap right there. We just inverse this gap. So we might go run the query now, right? Delivering from an end dog too. We inverse this 1 minute gap. We sweep Asia high. We inverse this 1 minute gap. Yeah. It's working. That's cool. Delivering from an N dog too. Wow, we're getting rejection here. Yeah, like I said, I'm not gonna do anything unless I'm like, it's like, you know, stupidly obvious, and then maybe, but. Wait. We have SMT with this high? I think we have SMT with this high. And I guess we swept Asia too. So we have SMT with Asia. We have session SMT. Above all of our times. Where's the first was ended for Vigat? $9.30, $9.31, $9.32. First was ended for Vigat's right here. Okay. I'm thinking we might get an internal sweep of liquidity here. Like this. And then maybe like stacked SMTs, you know what I'm saying? So, like this. It's like if we got an inverse for value up here, this would be pretty good. I think we have SMT there. Yeah, there's still SMT here. There's stacked SMTs. I think so. We might not hold this SMT. Oh, there might be a Phoenix model on S&P. Yeah, the S&P just tapped that rejection block. So if we inverse this first and then provide, oh, maybe we inverse this gap. How do I switch my screen? So you see how so far this is Phoenix model on S&P because S&P is holding this rejection block. You see that? There's S&P and then S&P is holding this rejection block, but that could end up breaking. I'm just noting it, right? So maybe if this 2-minute inverses. Okay, if this 2-minute inverses. Is there a 3-minute gap? Okay. How many cons is this? 4? 44 seconds. So I'll probably enter. I'd probably put a limit order at the first presented. So 5. I guess I'll just do. Well, we just wicked out the low. So maybe if we backtest this, first presented for value gap and then get 5-second change in state. That's probably what I'll do. Right, I'm waiting for us to backtest this first presented for value gap, then get 5-second change in state, and then I would enter off of that. I'll do 7. Okay, I just entered. Oh no, it didn't enter. No, 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 no. It didn't enter. It didn't enter. No, no, no. Are you kidding me? It put a limit order. No way. No way, dude. Oh. No way. Oh. I'm so mad. We actually could still get a trade. Let's just be rational here. We could take this as a change of state delivery here. Right now we're getting displacement. We broke this low. I kind of like this as a 2022 model where we got liquidity sweep, break of structure, and now fair value gap. Yeah, I'm liking this as a 2022 model. So we're like, if we retest that fair value gap, bro, oh my gosh, guys, the order did not fill. You are kidding me. Are you actually kidding me? You guys saw that I tried to enter there, right? You guys saw. Okay, I'm still gonna try this. If we hit this 2022 gap, I'm still gonna try this. I tried to enter that. Only thing is now we've kind of taken out all these lows. I tried to click sell, but it didn't. It put a limit order instead of selling. Oh, thank you. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, let's just chill out. Let's just chill out. Let's just chill out. We didn't get an entry, but we're still chilling. We're still chilling. It's really not a big deal. It's really not a big deal. What would be a big deal is if I did something stupid right now. So we're just going to chill out. We might want to revisit the first was ended for value gap again, right? It's possible. So we're just chilling right now. We're not upset. We're not angry. We're just chilling. I could take this as a 2022 model, but once again, we kind of already swept out all the lows. I kind of want to see us go a little bit further into premium. I'm not convinced that we're going to go lower quite yet. Now, yeah, I kind of want to, because once again, we could now target these highs, and I just want to be super, super careful. I would definitely consider another 5-second change of state off of this first presented for value gap. That's one thing I would definitely consider. Especially if we sweep this high with SMT. Oh, but we are getting an inverse for value up to the upside. I'm looking at this on my other screen right now. Two-minute inverse for value gap. Once again, though, I kind of want to see how we respond to this first presented for value gap. I kind of still see this as a sell model. We have equal lows below. This is such a good draw on liquidity that I want to really be paying close attention to these equal lows. What up, Hyper? I'm just trying to lock in right now. Once again, this is going to be in premium relative to this consolidation. I'm liking this. So I'm watching this first presented for value gap. It's hard because I'm trying to look at so many things at once, and also like I have to execute on my phone, and I have to execute on here, and I want to look for SMTs, but I literally can't. It's not easy because I'm trying to manage like 3 things at once. So yeah, I tried to enter off of that, whatever. I would have been like 3R. It's fine, right? I would have got a 3R if the button had clicked, but it didn't. So we're just chilling. Once again, I tried to click the button, did not click. 21. I put a limit order instead of a market order. So we're just chilling out. We're not gonna necessarily freak out. We're just waiting. I kind of want to see us once again. I kind of want to see, are we getting SMT? That would be a good confluence for me. Once again, this is kind of like this is kind of like a 2022 for Viagap and Premium is what this is. I'm watching this first presented for Viagap. So I would love to see 5-second change in state off of this first presented for Viagap and a sweep of this high. So I don't want to see us. I'm not gonna do anything yet. I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling. Nothing yet. I'm definitely looking at this first presented for Viagap. We might go tap that end dog. I think if we ended up sweeping this high into the end dog and then getting change in state here, this would be really, really nice. Probably put stop loss like this. So I'm considering this. Once again, I want to see SMT. Maybe on a low time frame. We're getting SMT with YM now too. I think. So this 3-minute, this 3-minute inverse to the upside. Okay. Let's pay close attention. I'm watching this end dog. Once again, we still have equal lows. 3-minute inverse to the upside. I'm not gonna lie, it looks good, but the RR is not there on this 3-minute. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm not convinced. Ooh, there we got it. I'm gonna take it.
Order filled.
Alright. We're just taking it. We're just playing the rods. We're just doing our thing. Okay, I'm gonna put a buy stop at the end of that displacement candle because I don't want to see us come back up above that. Okay.
Stop filled.
Like so, like cook a half size loss. I might try and re-enter if we get this one. So 5-minute rejection block. We tap the midpoint of that. And so then maybe, I don't know, it's kind of looking like consolidation. Might have just messed up, guys. I thought that was decent on the 5-second with this displacement candle. Yeah. Now we're just kind of accumulating again. So maybe we're gonna back test this first presented for value gap and then go higher. Looks like that's kind of what's happening actually. We might end up retesting the first presented for value up again. Kind of looks like we... Man, I tried to take this trade. Guys. You guys don't know how mad this makes me because I tried to take this. I clicked enter, and it did not click enter for me. That's so stupid. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually really upset about that. So maybe if we get a 5-second change of state to the upside at this point, off of this, then I'll try this again. Then again, it's kind of just accumulation. I think I just screwed up, guys. I think I just screwed up. Okay, I need to go on my 2-minute walk, so I can't take another trade. If I take another trade, it's gonna be shoot, dude. I really wasted my trade on that, huh? Okay, well, I thought it was okay. I need to go on my walk. Okay. Dude. The one I tried to take this one. It would have worked. Then I this one. And then... So now we are getting the 5-second change in state of delivery to the upside. I don't think I'm going to take it because I think I'm in a little bit of a tilt mode right now. Oh my gosh, it's going to work. No. Come on, man. This has got to fail. Come on. Fail. Please fail. Please fail so I don't have to feel bad about not taking this. It's gonna work, dude. Oh my gosh. Better not. This better not work. Okay, I gotta go on the 2-minute walk, guys. I kinda annoyed. Thanks, Mindless. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm really not supposed to trade again because technically that was a loss, and yeah. All right, I'm just gonna go on a walk. I'm not supposed to trade again because technically that was a loss. So whatever. Okay, I'm just gonna be done here, guys. No more trades. I took a half size loss. Whatever. Um. Yeah, whatever. Should have had a 3R win, but clicked the wrong button, dude. So I'm done for the day. Half size loss. My gosh, guys, can you realize how close I was to this actually being? Look at this. This was perfect. This is literally such a perfect trade. I clicked exit. I clicked enter. On this, and well, I mean, I just I put a limit order instead of a market order. Genuinely, I am. Yeah, obviously I'm upset, but you know what? It is what it is. And I would have targeted wherever the liquidity pool was. I would have targeted this. Actually, I probably would have targeted the end of these bodies here. I tried to enter that one, and then what did I do next? Right, it's kind of a little chaotic, but what happened? We tapped the new day opening gap. We swept these external highs. We got a change in state, and then I entered. And then after we broke this low a second time, I trilled, and I took half size loss. I'm not gonna lie, it's just disappointing. I think I might go for a little bit longer of a walk today because that was just really disappointing. I can't even express to you how disappointing that is. Like, look at how perfectly we react off of that. I went market sell right here, and then it was a limit sell, and I didn't get filled. Then I tried. Then this one was invalid. Because what? I wasn't even using the 1 minute key level. I was using an end dog. I'm just glad it didn't go on like a full tilt or anything like that. Dude, Okay, I'm gonna go on a little bit longer of a walk, guys. I'm gonna make sure all my accounts are closed, and then I'm gonna go on a little bit longer of a walk. That is just so disappointing. You know what I mean? Like, I genuinely clicked sell. It was just the wrong button. I'm gonna go on a little bit longer of a walk. That's so annoying. We're getting displacement now. That actually is, pretty good displacement. One minute inversion here. Once again, I don't really feel like taking anything because I think I'm in a tilt mode, so I'm just not gonna do anything. Yeah, good thing I didn't. Okay, let's just walk around. Guys, sorry that was such a long walk, but guys, I'm not gonna lie, I'm really upset. Like, and I almost went on tilt too. So guys, I'm really upset because one, I caught objectively, right? You guys saw me try and take it live. I caught this first strike. I caught it live, but I clicked the wrong button. So obviously I'm upset. And then the second because I missed this trade, right? The second reason I'm upset is because this is not even a valid entry for my model, right? Because I was using the end dog, and the end dog does not align with the 5 second. So I was just, after this trade messed up, I was definitely out of it. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, guys. After this one messed up, this was just not a good trade. And then I'm glad it was a half size loss, not a full loss. But I'm really, really disappointed because I really do think that I would have probably taken a good portion off here, and then I would have probably held a runner or two, and then I'd take all off there. That's probably what I would have done, and I would have been done for the day. And I'm just disappointed because I clicked the wrong button. And the other thing that's kind of annoying is on my Top Step accounts, I don't know how much to risk because I think I'm supposed to multiply it separately. Should I do an experimental trade just to see on my Top Step accounts? Because I think it's important that I figure this out. Because, yeah, I'm not going to lie, guys. I should have caught a 2 or 3R, but I literally clicked the button and it was a limit. I clicked the limit button, not the market sell button. And I'm so upset about it. And then after that, I was just in a bad headspace. Not gonna lie, that was just not whatever. You know what I mean? Like I'm upset, but whatever. I'm glad I didn't continue, like go on a extended tilt, because that's never happening again. But I didn't go on tilt necessarily. I just took a loss, and the loss was after I misclicked and it would have been a really good trade, right? And so it's weird because I didn't technically, like I didn't take 2 trades after a loss. I didn't do any of that stuff. But I did, Anyway. I kind of want to test this out on Top Step and see like how much am I supposed to actually buy, because I don't even know. I'm gonna do an experiment on Top Step because I need to figure this out. Yeah, so this is, I figured it out. Okay, so all I need to do is multiply it since I'm doing three. So the risk is the same. So it's 10, but then I need to multiply it by 3. Okay. That makes sense, actually. That makes a lot of sense. Because I need to essentially. Yeah. So what I need to do is I just need to multiply it by 3. That actually makes a lot of sense. Since I'm doing 600 risk per trade. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to be able to calculate the top step risk correctly, which is good. And then for apex risk, it's gonna be number of contracts times times accounts times total units being bought across all accounts. Okay. Yeah, guys, I'm just glad I didn't lose it or anything. But I am a little upset because you guys saw me try and take that trade. And you guys can tell, this would have been really good. And then what happened is I took an invalid trade here. And so that was a half-size loss. So, yeah. So I'm starting to get the top step risk down. One day at a time, guys. Oh well, I took a half-size loss. In the grand scheme of things, does the loss yesterday and the half-size loss today really matter? In the grand scheme of things, no. We're just getting better, so I just need to relax, not be so stressed out, and just realize, I'm just working on myself and getting better. So I'm gonna check Discord Coolest Kid, but I am gonna go on a walk because I still need just a little bit of I need to get some more mental clarity right now. So I could try trading on demo. That's something I could do, but yeah, I did take a half-size loss, so. Looks like we're gonna run these low resistance highs here. I'm not gonna lie. Look at that inverse value gap. Anyway, point is today, kind of messed up. With the reason I say I messed up is because it was a lot of different ways. But first, the trade I wanted to take would have hit 2R, and then I didn't get my entry. I thought I clicked market sell and it put a limit order in, and so I didn't get the entry. And then I tried to take this, and this one was not even valid. So I'm just glad that I stopped there and didn't keep going. But I am a little disappointed. But we just got to keep moving forward. So it is what it is, right? I tried, I messed up. Let's just keep moving forward. That's the trade I was trying to take. So yeah. You can see actually on the 15-second, this is a really nice 2022 for value gap, guys. Look at that, right? Essentially, we swept out. I'm really getting the hang of these 2022 gaps, right? We sweep out this high with SMT, I'm pretty sure. And this is essentially what I was going for. This was my trade I was going for, which was we sweep out this high. And then right, we sweep out this high. I thought we had SMT at the high, but I guess we don't. I think we have SMT with the high with Asia over here. So liquidity sweep. And yeah, I tried to get this entry once again. I misclicked. In the moment, it's hard to make the right decision sometimes, but we just gotta keep moving forward. Liquidity sweep, break of this low, and then this fair value gap is just beautiful. Look at how this 2022 gap is. And I also learned a lesson on Top Step as well. But essentially, the lesson learned on Top Step is you have to put in the settings, the daily loss limit. Otherwise, or you have to put it in the settings that you want it to liquidate you when it hits the daily loss limit. Otherwise, the daily loss limit is not going to liquidate you. And I didn't know that. So, anyway, right? Liquidity sweep. Break a structure for value gap. And once again, I tried this. Once again, this is also, right, in premium of this displacement right here. And the reason we like this is because it's got a good liquidity pool below. Right here. So yeah, I essentially tried to take this, I just messed it up. And the first presented for value gap got rejected as well. Right? You kind of see what I'm saying? So I was essentially trying to take this, but I was trying to take a 5-second change state delivery off of that, but this is essentially what I was trying to do, but I was trying to get a low time frame change state delivery off of this first presented for value gap. But obviously I can't mark all that out in the moment, right? So probably looked confusing what I was trying to do, but this is what I was trying to do. I was trying to take a 5-second change in state off of that first presented for value gap, and it just did not. It did not click sell. I put a limit order in instead of market selling. It's just kind of stressful sometimes, but whatever. So this was 9:46, 2022, 15 second. Okay, so that's the trade I was trying to take a 5-second change in state off of that is what I was trying to do. Right? You see how this is also 2022 plus. Only issue is like this one doesn't change state, so this one would have to be the one that changes state. So I guess I guess it doesn't really work out as well as I thought, but yeah, because you probably need to have your stop up here. Anyway, you could have taken this as a 2022 model like this. All right. Whatever. We live, we learn, we move on. It's fine. It's really not a big deal. Just it was a half size loss across my Apex accounts is what I took because once again, this was the trade I tried to take. It didn't fill me, and then I tried to enter off of this one, and I got when we broke this low, I went half size stop. So half size loss. We live, we learn. It's whatever. Alright, so I'm gonna put this screenshot here. This was the trade I tried to take, but I'm gonna put this in the Discord. Well, yeah, because I accidentally placed a limit order, and I needed to market sell. No, it's depending on the context, right? So this context, look at all these low resistant lows. Look at all these low resistant lows. You see all these low resistant lows? Because of these low resistant lows, I'm okay with entering a market sell, right? Because I'm okay with entering on a close because in this context, I'm not anticipating us to go retest the change of state of delivery. Normally, you want to enter on the retest of a change in state of delivery, but in this context, I entered this change state of delivery on the close, and I was trying to enter a market sell. So yeah, it just depends on the context. So if it's a flow state and it's a retest, I try and put a limit order at the retest. But sometimes I'll enter the change state of delivery on the close, and this was one of those times. And yeah, like I said, I just misclicked. I'm just glad it didn't go on a full tilt. To be honest, I think that would have been way worse. Obviously, I'm never doing that again, like a full tilt, because I literally have daily loss limits. I literally am never gonna go in those settings and change them. So I'm never gonna go on a full tilt ever again. But I'm glad I didn't lose more than half size loss. Yeah, I don't even know how it happened, but I guess I clicked limit sell instead of market sell. So yeah. Yeah, I don't even know how it happened, but I guess I clicked limit sell instead of market sell. I don't know. I thought I clicked market sell in the moment, but I guess I clicked limit sell. So, anyway, 5 minutes left and then I'll be done. Once again, I'm just glad I didn't go on like a full size crazy tilt or anything like that, which is not possible because. But what I'm saying is I'm glad I didn't lose more than a half size loss across my Apex accounts. Because I could have taken another trade, which would have been against my rules. Because after one loss, I got to be done. So, once again, this wasn't the loss. The loss I took was over here. This change state delivery, and this one wasn't valid because there was not really a 1 minute key level. So, and it also was just not as nearly as good of a trade because we're not delivering from the first presented for value gap. There was not all these low resistance lows. This is a much better trade than this, right? This one was not good. And so I just at this point, right, my mindset is just screwed up, right? But this was actually a really good trade, and I tried to enter it, and it just messed it up. So it is what it is. I'm not too upset. We just move on to tomorrow. So, but yeah, I'm gonna just walk around a little bit, and then I'll come back, and then yeah, and then I'll end the stream. 5 minutes left. But yeah, this was what I tried to do. All right, I'm gonna be done. So what is it? It's 11:10. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.